Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Clara and today I'm going to be doing a look with the Juvias Place Nubian 3 Coral palette. And I have been really wanting this palette for a long time and it's finally at Ulta, so I went ahead and I purchased it and I really do love this. The look that I am creating is with this palette. So if you like to see how I created this look and you like to listen to a little bit of a story time of what's been going on in my life, just keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're going to create a look with this Juvias Place Nubian 3 Coral palette. And this is a beautiful palette. And ever since I saw it come out, I really wanted it. It does not have a mirror. I don't know if all of them, I have quite a few of them, but to tell you the truth, I really couldn't tell you if they have mirrors or not. Some of them, maybe the larger ones do, but I'm not sure. But as soon as I saw this palette come out, I knew that I wanted it. They're very affordable, beautiful formula. They are so silky and buttery. They really go on your eyes, really beautiful. They blend like, you know, like heaven, like a, you know, much more expensive eyeshadow. And this one was $20 at Ulta, but if you're patient and if you wait and you check their website, Juvias Place has a lot of sales all of the time, and sometimes they have their merchandise, their products 30 and 40% off. But I really wanted this, so I didn't want to wait. So I do have to use a mirror since I don't have one in the palette, but I want to go ahead and start my crease, I think, with this color right here. And I don't see the shades anywhere. It may have had a little plastic, maybe. No, the plastic doesn't have any shades either. That's kind of strange. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I still love it. So I'm going to start with that kind of like a brown. And I have the rest of my makeup on except for my shadows and lipstick. Everything else is on. And I've actually been trying to film this video all day, but I was lazy today. And even pulling out my camera felt like a lot of work. So we just got back from dinner and I decided to go ahead and, since I have to wash my face anyways, go ahead and film the video because I really wanted to try this palette and tell you guys a little story about how no one knows our bodies better than we do. The end of March, beginning of April, I guess, I woke up one day and I had a one of my toes on my right foot, the middle toe, was very swollen and it was red and very painful and extremely painful. I could not use a closed shoe. And it had like a white dot on one of the sides. And it felt like the white dot felt like pointy. So at first I thought maybe I had a bite, you know, something bit me. I knew I didn't hit anything because we all know that when you hit your toe, there's no question about it, you're going to remember it. So that is a beautiful color. That's very pretty. So I think that I am going to use this one right here now. I'm going to use the same brush and just go a little lower on my crease. So after about a week, it wasn't feeling any better. It wasn't getting any better. It was still very painful, very red, very swollen. And I decided to go to my doctor, to my primary care doctor. So I called to make an appointment. He wasn't available, but someone else in his office was available, another doctor. So they got me in the same day. I went in. The doctor saw me and she said, "Oh, you have a skin infection." And I said, "Do you see any cuts or scrapes?" Or she goes, "No, but it looks like a skin infection and, you know, cellulitis, and I'm going to give you a strong antibiotic for it." So I said, okay. So she gives me the antibiotic, and she told me that it should clear up, start clearing up like in, 3 to 4 days. So she gives me 7 days worth of antibiotics. I took this whole 7 days dosage. Okay, so that's the color right there. So then now I think I am going to use the dark brown on the outer V to darken that. All my brushes are clean. I'm so proud of myself. That was a big job last weekend. So anyway, back to my story. So after a week, I finished my antibiotics. My toe was still bothering me. Wasn't any better. And I said, well, let me wait a few days. Maybe, I don't know. It takes longer for it to kick in or whatever. It wasn't quite as painful. It was still red. By the end of the day, I guess since I've been walking on it all day, it would be swollen and really dark red, and it would start to hurt. So I made another appointment. By then, is like the beginning of May. I made another appointment with my primary doctor. So I had to wait a few days to get in and see him. So when I got in to see him, he tells me that, he goes, I don't know what it is. He goes, let's lance it and see, the part that had the white dot. And let's see if, I can get anything out. Well, to begin with, he froze the area, but I wanted to kick him in the face with my other foot. That was painful, okay? So anyway, nothing, came out. So he goes, I don't know. Maybe it's a bone spur. So I said, a bone spur. Okay, what do we do? So he goes, well, I really don't know if that's what it is. So I'm going to give you another antibiotic, even a stronger one than the one you had before, because, to make sure you don't have an infection, make sure you don't get an infection from me lancing it. Plus he gave me an antibiotic ointment to put on my toe where he lanced it. So I said, okay. So I used the antibiotic ointment for a couple of days until it was healed. I took my meds. Now in the meantime, I'm going to use the same brown under on my lower lash line. While I was taking, like when I started taking the second dose of antibiotics, my stomach starts getting really upset. I mean, I couldn't eat anything that I ate would make me sick to my stomach, to the point where I just didn't want to eat anything because, I mean, it was bad. It was bad. A lot of cramping, a lot of, stomach issues. So I have a gastroenterologist that I go to because I have IBS. So I thought my IBS was this irritable bowel syndrome. I thought it was acting up, and it really has not been acting up for many years. But I went ahead and made an appointment with him to follow up, and I thought, well, maybe something's going crazy. So he really didn't think it was anything related to my stomach because he said, I had just had a colonoscopy 2 years before, and he didn't think it had anything to do with that. So he sent me for some test, lab work, including the nasty stuff that none of us like to do. So anyway, I was contacted by them the end of last week that test came back that I had a bacteria in my intestinal tract. So they put me on another antibiotic. This is my 4th round because in the meantime, between my second antibiotic and the last time I saw my gastro, I also got an UTI. So I was on an antibiotic for that. So anyway, they called me and they told me that they were putting me on a strong antibiotic to kill that bacteria. Okay, so now I think, I don't know, I really would like to use this. I really would love to use that. I don't know if it's going to go with what I'm putting together, but I'm going to use it. We're just playing at this point, and I'm going to use my finger. Look at that, I want to swatch it. Oh my goodness, look at that. And it feels so buttery. So anyway, so I had an appointment to go see him for a follow-up yesterday to get the results of all my tests. So when I went to go see him, I asked him, I said, what's going on? You know, how did I get this, you know, bacteria? I mean, he told me that, he goes, well, normally the way that people get it, if they are on too much antibiotic for too long of a period of time. So I said, oh, like this one antibiotic and this antibiotic, one after the other? He goes, yeah, that would have done it. So, moral to the story, I took 2 antibiotics that were not necessary because my toe did not have an infection. They gave me a very strong bacteria in my intestinal tract, which he said a lot of people end up in the hospital and have to take antibiotics through an IV, but he didn't think mine was that bad and that just taking it orally would help. But he told me I need to make sure that I don't skip any doses and that I eat a lot of yogurt and the whole bit. In the meantime, I had already made an appointment with an orthopedic doctor because I'm using the first color that I used. This, well, actually the first one I used, this one right here, to go back on my crease, because I had decided I didn't want to deal with my primary care. He didn't know what he was doing. My toe was still bothering me. It wasn't any better, and I needed to have this taken care of. He never even ordered an x-ray. I mean, if you think it's a bone spur, don't you think you should at least order an x-ray to confirm that or rule it out? So when I went to the orthopedic doctor, he did an x-ray right there in his office, and he told me that it was not a bone spur. Apparently, I have arthritis everywhere, guys. Everywhere. My body is a royal mess. So he told me that I have arthritis in that toe and in that joint right by where that I'm going to clean the upper with the brulee from Wet n Wild right under my brow bone. So I have arthritis there, and anyway, he told me that it's like a cyst that has been built there, and that, you know, antibiotics will not take care of it. So I actually have to have surgery of my toe, and I'm having surgery next Thursday. So they have to not only remove the cyst, but they also have to insert a pin in my toe to fix that joint so that I don't continue to get that cyst back. So fun times. So I did file a complaint with our doctor's office because I think it's ridiculous, and I've been wanting to change anyway because I feel like he's just not listening to me. You know, I know that a lot of the stuff that I'm feeling is just not normal, and this has nothing to do with the toe. I just feel like there's a lot going on with me, and he wants to attribute everything to my being overweight, which, okay, I know I'm overweight. I know that's a problem, but I also know that what I'm feeling has nothing to do with my weight. So anyway, so what do you guys think? I like this. I think this is very pretty. So let me see. No, that one's too dark. I'll put this one right here to try to like marry both of these shades together. The blue, it's not a blue, it's like a gray blue, and the brown. This is a pretty palette. I like it. So I'm going to try to pre-record some videos because I don't know how long it will be before I feel like recording. He told me that, you know, like in a couple of days I should be able to go back to my old routine. So, but they always tell you that, and then it doesn't quite turn out that way. I really like that. I'm going to take a very small brush and I'm going to take some of this silver right here and put it on my inner corner. You're not glitter, are you? No. Making sure. So to say that I am sick and tired of seeing doctors, taking medication, and not feeling well is an understatement. Yeah, I was not a happy camper. To you, I don't know, sometimes I think that, especially if you've been going to a doctor for a long time, I think after a while they kind of tune you out and they just, I don't know what it is. I really can't tell you. I work in the medical field, not in a doctor's office. I work for a billing office for some specialist, but it just feels like that. I'm going to try this new mascara by Too Faced, and it's called Damn Girl. I have a deluxe size sample and I want to see how that works. So I love the packaging and I love the fact that even the deluxe size has the same amazing packaging. It's so cute and different. So it's supposed to be really good. It does have a big wand, which this is the kind of wands that I like for my lashes. I think these give me bigger lashes. So I'm going to do one eye with primer and the other one without it to see if I can tell the difference. And that way you guys can tell if it does a good job by itself or if it needs a little bit of help. So I'm going to do the left eye with the primer. The next look that I want to create, I want to do it with the Natasha Denona palette that I just got. The Sunrise palette. I'm really excited to use that, but I wanted to do this one because I feel like I haven't done anything drugstore in a while. And even though Juvias Place, you can't find it at the drugstore, you can't find it at Ulta or on the website. And to me, it's like, you know, $20. That's what Milani charges for their palette. So it's pretty much drugstore priced. And they're beautiful. They really are nice shadows. All right, now we're going to go in the other eye without the primer. Okay, so this is one coat without a primer. Let's do the other eye with a primer. Again, that's the one with the primer. They look almost the same to me. Okay, let's go for a second coat. And I always do 2 coats on my lashes. It separates your lashes. I don't feel like it's really giving me length. I mean, my lashes look okay. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Uh-oh, almost got it on my face. What do you think? I don't know. I think I like the Bad Gal Bang more than this one so far. Let's do a third coat. It feels like there's a lot of product on the wand, but it doesn't feel like it's leaving a lot of product on my lashes. Even though it's doing a great job of separating the lashes. Oh, almost dropped it. Okay, I'm going to use it on my lower lashes to see if it smudges like everything else under the earth. I never even put a lot. You have to be careful because this wand is so thick that it is going to be kind of hard to use on your lower lashes. Especially me, I'm clumsy and I'm always getting mascara all over my face. Alright, so sorry, my phone was ringing. So as I was saying, you have to be very, very careful with your lower lashes because this is a mascara wand on steroids. It is humongous. I think this is the fattest wand that I have ever seen. And like I said, I don't mind those. I usually prefer those than the skinny ones. And it's a natural one, which I like. I don't like those plasticky ones. Alright, so I just put a little bit there. Okay, and then for lips, I am going to try, not that I'm going to buy them because they probably cost close to $40, but this is from YSL, and this is the Tatouage Couture Matte Stain. And I thought I would try this one right here, which is like a peach, and it brings their own little brush or wand or... So let's do this. Let me get it out of the package and I'll be right back. Okay, so I lined my lips with the Milani, I think this is called Natural, no, Spice. This is the lip liner in Spice. And then this is nice. You can take the individual little colors out so that you don't mess them all up. It's called Nude Emblem, the one that I'm using. Okay, so it brings a little brush. I normally don't wear shades this light very often. I don't think they're very complimentary. I don't really care for this shade, actually. It looked peachier on here than it does on my lips. I'm gonna keep the little brush, or the wand, whatever, so that I can try the other shades. Let me see if I do have the Fenty gloss. So as soon as this is dry, I'm gonna pop some in there. So in the meantime, I want to go ahead and swatch some of these eyeshadows for you. I am always dropping things. So let me scoot you back a little. So let's see how I can do this, because I am the worst person for swatching, so that you can see them. Yeah, I am bad. And like I said, I don't have the shade names. And I don't know why, not even in the box. I can't even see where I'm swatching. Hold on, I'm terrible at this. Yeah. If swatching was a prerequisite for having a channel, I would be shut down. I'm not good at this. That color's pretty, look at that. I'm gonna put this one, I guess, over here. So these are the swatches of the entire palette. Don't go by my swatches. I'm terrible at swatching. So, but I do like the look. I mean, it's kind of like the warm colors, and then I threw in that silver blue cool color on it, and I think it made it look very nice. Let me put the the Fenty gloss on, because I'm really not feeling that lipstick. By the way, the lipstick did not feel dry or sticky, but I just don't care for shades like this unless I'm wearing like a darker lip liner or something. But I don't know, it's just, I feel like it's too light for me, but it looks a little better. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a beautiful palette. I am very, very happy that I have it. I can't wait to continue to play with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.